Alrighty, you guys, welcome back to a brand new Big Cherry Retro React here on
The ankle.
Hey Ember.
I hate you like I'm young.
Cartman, you ate the skin off of every piece of chicken!
Hello, honey.
The ankle's a little mean.
He looks like a fat Pauly Shore.
Yo, I never f***ed Wayne. I never f***ed on my life, man. For sake, if I did, I'd menage with him and let him eat my ass like a cupcake.
So, good day everyone. I hope everyone is having a beautiful start, middle, or end to their day. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, like, subscribe, and comment. So, for today's video, we have a triple feature, you guys. Very exciting. For this one, the first video is, I quit my job! Yeah. So she's finally gonna actually freaking tell us about that. The second one is delicious salad recipe. And that one's really short because, of course, she doesn't have too many thoughts towards a salad. And then the third one, weight loss update. There's not much of an update. She's gaining, just like modern times. But yeah, thank you guys so much. As always, I won't waste any time at all. I feel like it's gonna be a big one today. So yeah. Let's just dive right on. Oh, I'm already seeing issues with this. Okay. Let's just dive right on in, shall we, guys?
Hey everyone.
Hey, Ember. She, like, when you, sorry, I'm already stumbling up. You can tell when something's affecting her because that, like, manic glee is out of her eyes. You can just always tell.
So this video has been requested and I could see why. I can understand why.
Yeah, you just kind of cold quit your job and then also talking to us about it. She hadn't really alluded to it at all for over a week of her just sitting at home every damn day. And then finally she was like, guys, yeah, I did quit. Now we're going to get the story. Destiny told us the truth of the matter already.
People are asking, what did I do at my government job? And people are asking, why did I quit? Why did I quit my job? How do you make money? Like, Amberlynn, what the fuck is going on? Okay, I feel like
I also feel like this is just... Sorry. I also feel like this is just a means for her to come on and basically brag that, like, look, I can make all this money just from uploading videos. It feels like that also. Like, Amber, how do you make your money? Well, how the fuck do you think?
sure is not
I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory.
cooperating. Let's try to fix this real quick. Whatever, it is what it is. Okay.
Well, it's like the... What is it? I'm probably butchering it. Mercator? I don't know. The projection of the globe, you know? You can't really get a image that's 360 on a globe to flatten out properly without there being distortion.
Before I start talking about any of this, I just want to say that I know I'm going to get a lot of hate.
Well, that's to be given. Like, by this point, gal, everyone didn't like you.
I know opinions will vary completely, but I want you guys to understand that what someone does with their life is up to them. What I choose to do with my life is up to me.
Okay, fair, valid, but you are also placing it on the internet. That's going to get opinions. So either you have to be okay with that, or you don't share it.
If it turns out to be really bad, that's my learning experience. If this decision
She ain't gonna learn shit.
turns out to be positive, that's amazing. I want everyone to know before people are like, well, why are you mooching off of Destiny? Why are you having her pay for everything?
No, that was the beginning of the relationship when they were in Florida.
I pay for all my stuff myself. I do make money off of YouTube and off of YouNow. Those are now my jobs, but I'll get into that.
Oh, those are now my jobs. I feel like we shouldn't even call it a job, to be fair. To be fair, it doesn't seem right to even call it a job. It's just how you happen to make money. That doesn't always need to be a job. Plus, it's supposed to be her passion. If you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life.
A little bit later. But I just want to say that I have made this decision, and I mean, what anyone says is really just their opinion. Not
Oh, no shit.
everyone is going to know the full story or.
Well, no, Destiny told us the full story. It's because you were moving over to a much larger building, and it means you would have had to walk a lot more. And you were already physically in a lot of pain doing that job. And you blamed it on the chairs. Which I guess, yeah, in the abstract, sure, the chairs are the problem. Not the 500-pound girl trying to shove herself into it.
Anything like that, because that's just how it goes. But my government job was, I was working for the VA, and I would.
She was like a licensed contractor. I don't want to get into the specifics of it, but it was not, she wasn't working directly for the government. She was contracted by a company that just happened to be working under a government contract.
Document, I would index, I would split and separate.
A lot of words, girl.
Veterans files.
She should have never been allowed around fucking like confidential information. Absolutely not.
Just tons of files, and it was all through the computer. And I would sit and sit and sit all day long, just constantly doing this all day long. I had really long hours, 10 hours, 12-hour shifts, and we got a couple 10-hour breaks and a 30-minute lunch. And I'm just going to tell you now, I did enjoy my job.
No, yeah, I bet.
I really, truly did. I loved it.
People who love their jobs aren't hiding away in the bathrooms. Just my opinion. Having to be told they need to get back to work.
I went through a lot of training, and when I first started training, I was like, how am I ever going to know what to do? Because indexing and splitting the documents is a lot harder than it sounds.
Oh, I bet.
And when I say documents, I mean files. Everything has a certain name to them, and it was difficult. It's very hard to learn, but I did learn. And it's really weird because when I was being trained, the trainers did tell you, like, one day you're going to wake up and it's just going to click. And I was like, no, it's not. But it did. It clicked. And I really did. I loved working there. I loved the people I worked with. I made tons of friends, and I enjoyed going to work. I really did. But as an obese girl, oh God, I hate this. Like, I hate this so much.
Again, though, whose fault is it? Genuinely, whose fault is it? When does it cross the barrier of you're just a victim of your circumstances to you are the issue in your own life?
Sitting for 12 hours a day, 10 hours a day, 8 hours a day.
It's also not like you didn't know what this job consisted of. It's just the only way she has ever been able to get a job is if her girlfriends get the job first and then she piggybacks off of them and uses them as like reference essentially. But all that does is make her girlfriends look bad too because she's a terrible worker.
9 hours a day is not good for you. You can get
yeah, if you go home and then continue to do the same shit. The thing is, Amber, you have no problem sitting in one spot the entire day and night. So, bullshit.
blood clots, etc., and I started noticing that I was getting heart palpitations. My anxiety
I
was
bet.
through the roof at work. I was getting anxiety attacks. I would have to run to the bathroom, and I would just sit in a stall and cry sometimes.
She just didn't want to be at work. Please. She was throwing a fucking bitch fit.
And
Like, I understand anxiety can do a lot of things to people. She should have been talking with a professional, period. But at the same time, like, girl, people have anxiety attacks all the time and they gotta stay on the floor.
I add you, um, they're very strict on like bathroom time, which I understand because you're under production. You have to meet.
It's time theft. I'm not one to, vouch for capitalism at all. But it is time theft. So, like, I see the argument, but also at the same time, fuck them.
Meet a certain quota and image count weekly and daily, hourly. And
Crazy.
don't get me
They
wrong,
want to make sure you're productive.
I did meet those things. I was very good at what I did. I always met the leaderboard, and I was above and beyond quality and quantity. So
I don't know. I don't buy it. I really don't. And Destiny, I don't think ever spoke on it. But other than the fact that she just was hardly ever at her desk.
I was good at what I did, but my anxiety was really bad, and I started noticing that my feet was swelling really bad. My legs started swelling, my hands. I noticed I was puffier in the face, and
Well, to be fair, you don't eat anything that's good for you, so
honestly, I can turn this to it's because I'm fat, because of my sodium intake, because of this and because of that. And I started noticing I was just cramping really bad from sitting 12 hours a day. And I know a lot of people in the comments, I'm just going to say it before you guys say it. A lot of people are like, well, what about cops? They're up and they're doing things all day.
what the fuck does cops have anything to do with how you function and do your job, Amber? Stop with the comparing. It's so freaking pointless. Ugh.
Firefighters, I know, and I'm so grateful for them. But I feel like not everyone can
She's so stupid.
do certain jobs. Like me, I can't be a firefighter.
You can't even sit on your ass, apparently, but you can go home and do it 24/7. Okay.
You watching this, you can't be a surgeon.
Well, I mean, speak for yourself. There's maybe a surgeon out there that watches. I have a feeling any surgeon out there has way more important things to do with their time than watch Gore World, but you never know.
I feel like certain people are cut out for certain jobs, and for me, I can't do a job where I sit
And Amber can only sit and stuff her face for money.
for 12 hours a day. And trust me,
You do it literally for free.
more than anything, I wish I was able to stand up at my job and walk around at my job. And you can't do that. You're under a production, and you're under a quota. And I wasn't able to do that. But
Wow. So she would just go hide in the bathroom.
I started getting
Gotcha.
really bad cramps, etc. And all of this, I was trying to hide the best I could via YouTube.
Please, girl, you were complaining like every other freaking day about how much you hated it.
The people around me, I didn't really want anyone knowing that I was just.
Oh, eye roll. As if. Do you think Amber ever in her life has actually suffered in silence? Please.
I was hurting. And it's kind of weird to say because, sitting 12 hours a day is not. A lot of people would love to do that. I just didn't. And.
But, girl, you just didn't like sitting in that position. It wasn't necessarily the sit-in, it was the position she was in. She couldn't lay out.
Having a slip disc, oh my god, it comes and goes, let me tell you. But when you're sitting on certain chairs, it hurts. I know a lot of people were like, oh.
Well, you also gotta imagine her ass takes up most of the chair. She probably can't even sit fully back because her butt takes up so much space. So she'd be hyperextending backwards. And then on top of that, you have the gunt hanging to the floor between her legs. Sorry, but that's what it was doing. That pull on her lower back going forward while she's trying to hold herself up, yeah, I bet that shit fucking hurts.
God, Amberlyn quit because she couldn't fit in the chairs. No, I could fit in the chairs. I could fit on all the chairs.
You couldn't sit in them comfortably, Amber, so no, you didn't fit.
And they were comfortable, but it's like, when you have so many
She was bitching about the chairs.
health issues like I do, which is fucking pathetic. I'm 26 years old and I shouldn't have that many health issues.
Period. But whose fault's that?
Like, it's bound to happen. And on top of all the mental and the physical that I was experiencing, I had animals at home.
Please, those are not a priority.
I had animals that I wanted to love and I wanted to take care of.
Mind you, once again, what Beck and Destiny said, that the upstairs bedroom was filled with shit because the litter box was not being filled. So they were just shitting all over the beds, shitting all over the room. Disgusting. How are you going to tell me that you really put that time towards taking better care of your animals?
They did not deserve being...
Oh, and by the way, let's not forget that she also left the animals by themselves for days at a time in a flooded apartment. So she doesn't give a fuck about these pets.
home alone for 12, 10, 13, 14.
Yeah, longer than that, because you always had to go out to eat before and after, and then also shop around Walmart till 4 or 5 in the morning.
Hours alone. That's all right. They just didn't deserve being alone that long. That's not okay.
Oh, yeah, okay, Amber really cared.
Don't get me wrong. We had water out for them, food out for them, the ability for them to play with their toys and to sleep
They can't go to the bathroom, though.
and to be comfortable.
Well, I mean, the cats can, but Twinkie, she was having to use pee pads and forced to be kept in the dining room area.
Under that circumstance, but emotionally, they didn't have anyone there.
And yeah, the giant salty lump on a log really was beneficial for them.
Me, I didn't like that. I talked to Destiny about that all the time. And we did
Please.
not want our animals to be home alone for that long. Especially Twinkie. Twinkie is a dog. Our 3 cats are super independent. I feel like maybe possibly they didn't even give a fuck that we weren't here. But my dog Twinkie totally cared. I know she did. Every time we came home, she was the happiest little thing I've ever seen in my life. And every time we left, she was sad. And
Yeah, probably sad that Destiny was going.
I felt guilty and more guilty as the days went on. And like, now I'm able to be here. I'm able to take her out. I'm able to play with her and to
We all know that ain't happening.
love her and let her know, like, people are here for her. I don't know. It's like, I just did not feel comfortable. I know a lot of people have animals and full-time jobs, but our job was a lot of hours. A lot of hours. It wasn't just, 8 hours a day. It was a lot more than that. And it was...
Well, to be fair, being a responsible pet owner also means being able to balance that work/home life. If you can't do that, you have to be at work for 12 plus hours a day. Sorry to say, but maybe you shouldn't have a dog at the very least. Cats are maybe a little more okay with spending that amount of time by themselves, but a dog, absolutely not. Especially a small dog who should be getting out like at max every 5 to 6 hours. That's on the low end.
It's becoming very stressful for me. And Destiny and I talked about it a lot. She really wanted me to quit because she knows that I can...
Yeah, she wanted you to quit so she could shack up with her boo thing.
do YouTube. She knows I make money from YouTube. I will
By this point, Dana was in the picture. 1,000%.
say the money.
I mean, she was a while back, I believe. You could see when Destiny started going more into her phone. You could just tell.
Working for the VA, they know how to pay very well. We were paid good, let me tell you.
Okay, shut up. Doesn't fucking
And
matter.
that's one of the reasons why I kept the job for as long as I did.
No, I
On
bet.
top of loving it. But it didn't feel right. I was in pain. And when I went to the hospital that one time for my heart palpitations, the doctor told me someone my weight, I should not be sitting all day. Being home, I can get up, I can walk, I can move. And when I'm up,
She ain't gonna do that, though. She just went to gain even more weight. That's the thing. She wasn't, like, on a healthy trajectory before this. She was gaining, and then she made a bad decision that made her go and gain even more weight. It just... No. No. No.
and cleaning, like I clean a lot. I don't know what it is. Like, or
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it shows, Amber.
you know, taking Twinkie out, etc., etc. Like, I'm moving more now that I'm home than I did while I had my other job. And a lot of
I don't believe it, because you would have had to get up and walk and do stuff like that, like walk for longer periods. And she's not inclined to do that living at home. And you know damn well she ain't walking the dog.
people, this part gets me. A lot of people are like, Amberlynn, you quit your job so you can just be fucking lazy.
Well, it seems like that hit a chord with you, so maybe they're right.
My
Struck a chord.
government job was the laziest job in the fucking world. You sat
It doesn't matter. You still got up and out. It doesn't matter. You could have gone to a sleep study every single fucking day and that was your job. That's still you getting up, doing more, being a member of society than just shutting yourself off. You know what I mean? Because it's not even like the work matched up with the amount of free time that she had now. She was still just doing one video every couple of days or so, and there was real no effort put in. So it's like, fine, you know, obviously I ain't going to say shit about having YouTube as a full-time job, but like put the effort into it.
there all day, and if you got up to go to the bathroom, like trainers and supervisors would run in after you and be like, come on, you have to meet your production. And
Well, but I thought you were always over production. Oh, but now they're also worried. But yeah, if you're in the bathroom for 10, 15 minutes, Amber. Good Christ.
I couldn't get up. I couldn't stand there. Oh my God, trust me. There was this girl who was like falling asleep at work. Like it happened a lot
Oh, it was probably Amber.
because we didn't get much sleep. And so she tried
We didn't get much sleep, so it was Amber.
standing up and working, and they wouldn't let her do that. So a lot of people did ask me, like, Amberlynn, why didn't you just stand at work? Because I wasn't allowed to. It was
Yeah, I bet.
very like strict, but it was also just a nice place. Like I loved working there, and I did have a
But there's also things that you can do while, you know, you're sitting. There are. It's not full body workout, but there are things you can do.
moment where I was like,
If you even fit under the desk. That's also something that we haven't fully considered. It's maybe she didn't fit into the desk.
okay, I regret this. Like,
I know when I was bigger, my thighs, like going in and actually sitting underneath the desk sometimes, just would not fit.
I hate being home all day. Like, I hate it more than anything. I try my hardest to
Oh, bull. She hates Destiny not being there.
find things to do throughout my home. And it's sometimes really hard. That's why I'm trying to focus a lot on YouTube and doing You Now. And that brings me to my next thing. Amberlynn, where the fuck do you get money from? I get money from YouTube. I get money from You Now. I have
She just needs to brag about this.
always, like years ago, I was like, this is what I want to do. I want YouTube to become my job. And
Well, you know what, Ambi? At least one thing in your life, one dream of yours came true. But is all that glitters really gold?
I never thought it would happen, honestly. It was just like one of those like little dreams you have in your head and you're like, that shit is never gonna happen. It's just something you dream about. And now I can. And a lot of people are extremely skeptical about how much does Amberland really make on YouTube?
That doesn't matter. That's the thing though, Amber. Like, it really should not matter. It is honestly kind of pathetic that you feel the need really to prove this much. Like, come on.
And I feel like that's not really an appropriate question to ask. And
I don't think it's appropriate for you to even answer it either. So, fair.
and I want people to know that money isn't everything. I will
Yeah, for you it is.
let you know I do get paid very well on YouTube, and I'm very grateful for that. And that's like not why I'm on here. Like, I've been on YouTube for almost 4 years.
But you just said that you always dreamt of it being your job. So, yes, you did always want to make YouTube money. It's obvious.
And this is the first year that I actually am getting paid quality money. And I
Oh, really? Really? Because even back during Crystal era, she was saying, you guys, I make money from YouTube, okay? I get a big check. It was like $1.
know everyone's like definition of like good money is completely different. I understand that, but I want people to know that if you can take care of yourself and if you can live happily and comfortably.
I think she was probably making around like 5K, maybe more. Maybe more. Back then, I don't know if they were paying as much as they are now, but
Then that's okay. And I don't know, I feel like people have a very black and white look on money, but trust me, there is
well, I feel like that's a very privileged stance to take to judge people on how they view money in general, other than greed. Because, Amber, you of all people should know what it's like to need money to survive. Well, you wouldn't, because everyone took care of you your entire life.
a gray area. It's not, oh, you make a ton of money, so you're super happy. That's awesome. Or, oh, you make such little money. That's fucking stupid. You need to go, like, move on with your life. Like, that's not how it works.
What? You make no sense, dog.
I have explained to you guys before that I do make really good money on YouTube.
No one cares. No one cares. You're making all of this really good money, but you can't invest anything into your actual setup or into the actual content that you do. That doesn't show appreciation at all.
I make more on YouTube than I did working for the government. And, like,
Okay, we don't need to talk about this, Amber. My God. Like, it's not really kosher.
I said, they pay fucking an amazing amount of money. And, like,
She was making what? $22, $23 an hour probably, which is good. That's good. But
that's why people freaking stay there. Like, I have talked to so many people there and they're like, I'm gonna quit. It's too many hours. I don't have time with my family.
I know some of my friends back in Vermont who do data entry jobs and they get like $30 an hour. It's some of the best paying work that you can get. And to be fair, extremely long hours. They're very strict, but it's just about the only place you'll find consistent hourly pay like that.
I don't have time with my animals. I don't have time to do anything. And I have all
That doesn't require a degree, also. Most of those places don't require that you have like a college degree or anything.
this money and I don't know what to do with it. But they're like, you know what? It's worth it because of the money. Like, the money is really good. But anyways, I do make more on YouTube than I did with a government job. And I just want to
Wow.
say money isn't everything as long as you are living comfortably or whatever. Like, everyone's life is completely different. Some people only
Are you living comfortably though, Amber? You're about to be dumped.
make $1,000 a month working full-time fucking jobs. Like, it really just depends on where you live and where you come from.
Wow. Economics Lynn.
I just don't think it's anyone's business or anything
But here you are bragging about it to people. If it's no one's business, then you yourself shouldn't be talking about it either.
like that, like how much people make. And I don't think it's anyone's business why people do the things that they do and the choices
No, it just struck a chord with her because people were thinking she's going to be poor, and she can't have that. No, no, no. Amber Lynn will not be perceived as poor ever again in her mind.
that they make. Everyone's life is different. And yeah. So I just want everyone to know that YouTube is my full-time job now.
The only reason she never came on and said like a specific number, actually she did. She tried framing it as hypothetically, let's say. She's told us how much she was making. I believe she actually said it was around 10K. Yeah, girl. The only reason though, yeah, you can't flat out just say it. That is against terms of service.
And that's why I'm trying my hardest to create more videos for you guys, because I'm not a daily uploader, but I'm trying my hardest to be.
See, like that. How is it so hard to upload daily even when she doesn't do shit?
I'm trying my hardest to come up with videos that I feel like you guys want to see. And if you don't, I'm sorry, but if you do, thank you so much for watching. Yeah. So
Girl, just do your own thing.
obviously there's a little bit more to the story than that.
Oh, I bet.
Like, I can't get into super detail about my health because it is things that, you know, do embarrass me. And I don't want to sit here and ramble. But
What has this whole video been then?
yes,
But yes.
I know people are going to judge me. And I feel like to judge someone on their choices is kind of stupid. But
Really, because you do it all the time, so tough shit.
whatever, it is what it is. Amber Lynn quit her job. And now everyone can stop talking about it. Anyways, I think I covered most of what I wanted to cover. I don't really know.
I feel like her just trying to completely avoid the obvious made people talk about it so much more. When she could have just came out and said, yeah, guys, I'm no longer working at that job. Bam. I mean, she waited weeks, dude.
Anyways, I love you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!
We gotta be so close to breakup time. Like, so freaking close. Okay, let's get this salad one over with.
Hey guys, so
Hey, Amber. Is that chopped up onion and she's going to do green onion? That's a lot.
I have another recipe video. This one is pretty simple to the point. It is just...
You know, it's a great idea, guys. I've been doing it this week. I know it's Monday as I'm filming this. I started last week. Like halfway. I bought just like a bunch of containers, spinach, arugula, and I got some red cabbage also. And I just cut that up, threw it into a giant metal bowl, and stuck that in the fridge. And that's so much easier now when I just want like a salad, you know, instead of ordering one or having to do it all then and there. Having like a pre-mixed salad base ready to go saves so much time.
the salad. A lot of people, I was mentioning of making a mukbang of a salad, and I don't really feel like making a mukbang yet, but a lot of people are like, oh my god, yes, do it, because I want new ideas of salads I can eat. So
Like daily salad mukbang, that would kind of be cunt.
here we
Cunt. I mean, that'd be a good idea.
go. You're gonna need some baby spinach, which I already put in here.
Spinach.
I also had some leftover onions. I just put some in there. I love onions, honestly. We're gonna use some shredded carrots, pepper, obviously, mushroom, some snow peas, some almonds, green onions, some green olives.
Oh, ew, bitch.
And this is the dressing I have. It's a balsamic vinaigrette
Balsamic. It's been a minute since we got the balsamic.
dressing. I absolutely love carrots. Yes, my hands are clean.
Oh, I don't buy that. I also don't buy that you love carrots. I mean, she does, obviously, but it's just about the only vegetable you can get her to fucking eat. Besides an onion.
So with these, you can cook them, obviously not for your salad, but they're also pretty good raw. So I'm just going to take a couple of those. You can
Ew.
cut the mushroom if you want, or just leave it whole. I don't mind it being whole. To break a few pieces.
Girl, you don't wash your mushrooms. Ew. Ew. Even the pre-cut ones, I gotta wash them. Everything gets washed. Are you kidding?
I'm gonna be adding some of the almonds. About a serving. A serving is 28 of them.
Ew. The olives. Oh my god.
Already added the olives and now the dressing. This goes a long way, so you don't need much. Scallion, green onion,
Oh my
always
God.
makes things taste so much better and so much more beautiful.
She just likes onion.
So a salad is complete.
You could eat more than that, gal. You really could. I would say load up on a salad, really. Not with the toppings, but like, you know, vegetables.
Again, I love pepper.
Ugh.
So mix everything together and enjoy. I hope you guys try this recipe. It's actually really, really good. I know it's not really a recipe, if you will. Yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Ew. That was very Crystal era coded, I will say that. Alright, let's get to the weight update.
Hey guys! So
Hambor. Oh my god, what's going on here? We have a ponytail, the lump up here, the sideburns sticking straight out from the grease. Oh my Christ.
this is just going to be a simple intro to my weigh-in and explain things.
Look at her though, she got a little light for the background. Okay, okay. Oh my god, made sure the fucking perfume collection is right in the mirror, like, so we can still see it. Oh, she looks crazy, I didn't even notice that. Hold on, guys. How's everyone's day doing? Today was very busy. Filmed a lot.
A little bit. As you guys know, I did weigh in, and this was what? Oh, over 2 weeks ago easily. Time is flying by so quickly. I'm just like, where
When did you weigh in? I seem to have forgotten that.
is time going? It was actually the end of December. It's already January 16th.
Oh! Yep, so breakup happened already. Whoa.
Please tell me how it is already January 16th. I physically don't understand. But yeah.
I mean, I believe it.
So I weighed myself and I was super excited because I thought I was down weight.
Oh, that's right, the scale broke.
And I was like, yes. And a part of me was like, okay, I'm going to accept this and just let it be what it is. And I decided to weigh myself the next day. And it said I weighed like 217. And I'm like, girl, no, I don't weigh 217.
Oh, you don't say?
Like,
Maybe her earlobe alone. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
wish though, but that's like half of my body, like less than half of my body. So
That's crazy. That's like what Tammy Slayton is weighing now. That's crazy.
I ended up stepping
Tammy's one of the smallest people in her family now. Let that sink in. Okay.
on it again, and it said I weighed like one something. Stepped it on again, said I
Amber, I think by this point we can choose to decide that, yeah, it's not working.
weighed three something, and I was like, okay, I know this is broken, and now it won't even turn on. Destiny and I did think it was from the batteries, so we got new batteries, we put the batteries in, and it just won't even turn on.
She broke that fucker.
And a lot of people are like, how does a scale break?
From Amber. Truth be told, from Amber.
Because I actually regret doing this, like, but I don't care. I got a new scale. I'm okay. I'm happy with it. But when we were moving to Kentucky from Florida, when we were packing the
You've weighed yourself since. So, huh?
scale inside of the truck, we put a bunch of boxes on top of the scale,
Well, that's stupid.
and it was just thrown about like it didn't matter. At the time I did have 2 scales, if you guys remember. I had the one that is now broken, and then I had a pink one that said yes I can, and I thought I would just use the yes I can one because I did prefer that one more so over the black one. But it turns out the pink one can only weigh up to a certain amount, so I ended up
So she literally outgrew 2, 3, 4 or so scales before. That's ridiculous.
giving that to Destiny's mom, so now she uses that in her bathroom, and I just kept the black one, but it turns out it is broken. It does not want to work, and I will show
It weighed Destiny just fine. Weighed her just fine, but it was throwing random numbers for Amber.
you guys right now. So here is the old scale. As you can tell, there's like freaking tape on it, dusty AF, and it will
Wow.
not turn on no matter what I do. So we're just gonna throw this one away. It's completely broken. Whatever.
Can you step on the new one? Like, get to it, Amber.
We did get the same scale,
This is what we're here for.
same brand, because I do like it. I'm just gonna treat that one a lot better.
Wow.
Okay, so now that you see that the scale will not even physically turn on, and this
You really had to show us that.
is in the upstairs bathroom. We have the new scale downstairs. We're keeping it downstairs. That's where all my weigh-ins are gonna be. I don't know.
Let me guess, she ain't gonna weigh in this video.
I know the cats, we keep that downstairs bathroom closed as much as possible. And I know the cats with the scale that was upstairs, which is now the broken one, they would sit on it, they would sleep on it, they would bat their toys against it. And I don't want them to do that to the new scale. So yeah, there is
So you keep the pets upstairs? Is that what you're saying?
3 weigh-ins coming at you guys. There is a weigh-in from January 2nd. That is when I first got the scale. So that's the first weigh-in you're going to see. The second weigh-in
okay.
you're going to see is from January 15th,
Do we believe this?
which there was a 2-week gap that I decided to weigh myself. And then I
Jose.
also weighed myself today. So you're going to see 3 weigh-ins. You're going to see how much I lost in the time span of 14 days, 15 days. It's been about 15 days. So here it goes. They're all live. Real weigh-ins. Again, I don't want you to see my feet, so that's a whole other story. So there you go. Watch them. Good. Okay. This is really me about to get on my new scale.
Good Christ. What did we
We're
just
downstairs
see?
instead of upstairs, so okay. Hold on.
The famous scale.
Okay, so
Jesus, Amber. 489. Okay, show him. She moves out the way real quick. Probably to go sit down.
it went away really fast, but there it was. Okay,
Good Lord, Amber.
another weigh-in.
The way I thought that was one of the cats just chilling on her chest.
Stepping on the scale. I have no socks on, so but you guys can hear it when it says it.
So wait, this is after the breakup. This weigh-in. Ooh. Yeah, she kind of looked like she'd been crying. That face she makes.
480.4.
Let me guess. She thought if she started to actually lose weight, maybe she'll be able to keep Destiny.
Oh my god, I'm almost down 10 pounds. That's awesome.
What? Destiny didn't care.
I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. Oh, 41.6. I always do it 3 times. I'm just gonna do it 3 times.
She does it 3 times, picks the lowest number.
It's raining. 41.6. I am happy
Her thinking like she can't even move her head or something. Good Lord.
with that. Look, look how steady we're in. Okay, so I'm about to weigh myself.
Good Lord, Amber.
Again.
She's coming in hot.
Look at my feet. You're not showing my feet, are you? Okay.
Shut up.
I'm so weird about it.
Well, maybe because you don't clip those fucking talons.
Okay. I'm gonna step on it 3 times.
Good Lord. Aiming it right at the gun. Thank you.
Okay.
Did you really think there was going to be that big of a difference? It's been one day.
I'm gonna step on it 2 more.
Oh my God.
This kind
Amber.
of takes a while because I am bigger. A lot of you were like, how come it takes so long? That's why, because I'm bigger.
Would that have anything to do with it? It just takes you longer?
Okay, so this next one, I bet you is going to say 479.8 because usually it'll say I'm like a pound, points, maybe like 0.6 heavier, and then the next 2 it'll be the accurate reading, so.
The accurate reading, not the first one. Okay. I feel like she's crazy. I mean, duh. God, this image. Good Lord.
Oh, guess not. 481.1 or 0.4. That's a big difference. Let me do it a 4th time.
Oh my God.
Because those are like some wide ranges there. But I am losing weight, so that's good.
She's crazy.
481.4. I'll take it. I mean,
What?
that's the same as last time, really, but
I'll take it. Oh, fuck.
that was yesterday, so. Did you click off?
Oh my God, Amber.
So as you can see, my overall starting weight, highest weight ever, is 489.4.
New highest weight.
Or was it 0.2? It was 0.2. And then I got all the way to 481.4. Oh my God, so much numbers. And that's down
She went on to gain like 100 more pounds.
7.8 pounds. I feel like that's really good. People say you should only lose about 2 pounds per week. I want to aim for.
Excuse you? 2 pounds per week, dog? Not at your fucking size. Oh my God, you're so deluded.
And I do want to say that I did let
You could be losing 10 to 20 pounds a week if you really freaking tried.
my binge eating get the best of me some days. So this isn't like 100%, but I am trying. And I'm just happy to say that I am down 7.8 pounds. I know to some people, like, I should be losing that in one day. I know there's going to be trolls
Well, you're still single.
out there saying I should lose that in one day, but
Yeah. Yeah. Where you are at this point, yes, you need to be losing more weight more drastically.
just happy I did lose that. And I am going in the right direction. I told you guys in the beginning of the new year that I do want to try to make this year better. And I want some sort of like fulfillment this year. And I know that losing weight will help me with that 110%.
It would have if you actually did it.
And I just want to be healthier and I want to be happier. And more than anything, I want to inspire people. So
Eye roll. That should be the last of your fucking issues.
on 2 weeks, 7.8 pounds down. I'm happy with that. That's on top of, again, my binge eating disorder getting the best of me. And on top of like tons of stress I'm going through.
From a breakup?
But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and there will be more like this. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Weird. Weird. So her coming on being like, guys, I quit my job, and then doesn't show up for her other job for like 2 weeks. Good Lord. Anyways, y'all, this was a lot longer than I thought it would be. That last video just annoyed me. Thank you guys so much for tuning on in. I truly do appreciate y'all, and hope everyone is having a beautiful day once again, having a great, go at your week. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like and subscribe, become a Once again, hope everyone has a beautiful rest of their day. And I will catch you in the next one. Take care.